Starting on the CD side here, ladies and gentlemen, on the third game of the day of the ESL One Cologne 2015 Asia Offline Qualifiers. The winner of this game, of course, will be moving on to the semi-finals to face off basically against the winner, the second place team in Group B.
All right, well, I'm curious to see exactly how Johnny P is going to be doing in this game. We saw with the interview with Demon, he was a little bit nervous, and by a little bit it might be an understatement. He was very nervous, and it kind of showed in his play as well in the beginning, but he got his groove. He got his nerves under control, and he started to put out some ridiculous shots and some ridiculous clutches for his team. Hopefully for him, since they just played, I mean, they're already warmed up, they're good to go, his nerves should still be off his shoulders, and he should be ready to play. But then he's up against, Ricky. That is going to be crazy to see their off battle breakdown. And Ustilo, who had a phenomenal first game, like I was saying before, 24 frags in 21 rounds.
Indeed, and the thing is, if you ask me, Skyred, the worst enemy are going to be themselves, the nerves.
Okay.
If the nerves show up, well, and Immunity is a team that have played internationally. They faced off against Liquid, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they even beat Team Liquid before. So playing a lot against North America and European teams.
And they face off against some of the best teams on the planet as well. So they know how to hold their nerves. And for Skyred, well, it's been a while since they played off against any international teams, especially on land. So that's what he saw earlier today when we played off against My Revenge, a previous map. The first 5 rounds against a team which everyone expected Skyred to stomp. They had a very nervous start. Now, that could be something which is very dangerous against Immunity, because if they give an unnecessary round, even a single unnecessary round to Immunity are going to punish them for that.
All right, well, here we go. Kicking off the pistol round. Skyred on the CT side, Team Immunity on the terrace. Inferno is going to be able to pick up this first round of this very important match to avoid Seed 1 from Group B.
And the crowd cheering for the local team here. Well, it is after all in Southeast Asia they're hosting the event in wonderful Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. And here we go. We do have a 5-man push out into mid here from 3-man, in fact, from Immunity. And they don't have any smokes, just 5 armor buys. And for Skyred, they do have Toucan with a CZ and the smoke and the kit on CLB, who is an A, and it looks like it's going to be an A play. The C4 still dropped the bottom banana as we have James pushing in here into quads.
Oh, Zach, he does get taken down. A great shot out of Imagine. This is going to be the A side completely open. They invested, like you said, in a no smokes, no flashes, looking to win out just on the aim duel alone. And Imagine's even getting aggressive. He's getting cocky. He feels this round. And this could be Immunity taking the pistol.
It's going to be pretty hard for Skyred to retake this Toucan. Oh, it's going to be Toucan. Gets a fragment to Imagine, but still a 4v2 scenario. The bomb has been planted. And Dark Lord coming in here for the retake. Johnny P, he has a kit picked up from CLB, from his fallen teammate. But Immunity playing this safe. They're doing the right thing here. Toucan, he's got a smoke. Oh, it's going to be Ricky taking down Dark Lord's head. Johnny P replies back with a frag of his own, but it's going to be Ricky fighting Toucan. Johnny P picks up another kill, now down to 2v1 here. Can he get another shot? But it looks impossible here for Johnny P as he's getting swamped from both these sides. And Ricky is going to finish things off as the first round is going to go to the team from Australia.
Yeah, and Ricky got a quad kill on that round too. Fantastic job by him. And like he pointed out, Immunity playing this one very safe. No need to do what we've seen in teams already today, peeking out after the plant. Not getting too aggressive, don't need to get caught out and give any free kills to the other team. Skyred invested into some pistols, a lot of 5.7s, even a CZ to mix, and quite a few smokes. And Team Immunity, I'm almost going to predict that they're just going to sit back, not throw away anything, because remember, they lost pistol round against Mongols. They pulled it back in the second on a full eco.
Indeed they did, and Skyred, well, they're just going for the standard split here. 2 men over in the B side, that's Toucan and Johnny P, and they do have the CZ on Toucan. Close range battle is what he would be looking for. And I don't know, do you think they should have probably tried something a little bit different, or?
That's the tricky thing, right? It's a best-of-1 format, so if you put all of your money in one basket, or eggs in one basket, things can go really south for you very quickly. I think just get kind of a feel out of how you're going to play. I think they're going to assume this is going to be a very tough round, investing into the armor on top of things. And they do have the smokes to hold them back towards B for a long time. And one thing I'm like about what we're seeing is they're not getting aggressive. They're not pushing out, getting caught out. They're just kind of depending on Immunity to push straight into them, where the pistols can be a little bit more effective.
And Immunity, they are running out of resources here. They just have 1 more smoke remaining on Imagine and out of flashes as well. So they're going to have to go for a play very, very soon here. 35, almost 35 seconds remaining on the clock, as it looks like they're going to be going for this A play. It's going to be Steeler leading the way with his P90. He's going to come charging on Skyred, not showing themselves. Oh, Steeler spots out CLB. He's going to take him down. He's going to come charging out of P90. Not going to get the frag as Zach gets one, but it's going to be James and Imagine getting a frag apiece, leaving it down to Toucan and Johnny P to go for the retake, which should be pretty impossible.
I think they're just going to try to save these pistols. They got the head armor. They got Toucan with the body armor. He's going to look for the kill on Ricky. If he can pick this up, he has a free gun. He can't connect the shots. He gets him down on solo. Hell, 10 HP. Now he's just going to look to back away, try to stay alive, maybe force this kill. Sniper's going to charge into it, but he has to team it off the side. They do pick up the kill. They're going to get the gun off this. He's trying to escape. No, he's just going for the battle, and he will go down to Imagine.
The pole, the bane of many people. That's saving us.
Oh, Ricky, he dies to fall damage. Oh, you hate to see that happen. You really do, but it looks like Johnny P might be able to save the gun here. It looks like a pause is even going to be coming out for Skyred.
And that was an unnecessary gun getting lost there for Immunity. But they are, however, 2-0 up as Johnny P does manage to salvage that submachine gun. But the rest of the team should be going for a full eco here. Not much money to play with. As Immunity will look to close this round off without losing any more people. But so far, still early in the game. But Immunity playing very standard, not trying anything special, trying to feel out how Skyred are playing.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we were saying with the interview with Sniper. I was asking him, you know, adapting. We saw you guys obviously did it. You were cut off in the beginning. And he said, yeah, you know, we need to just take things slow, figure out how they're playing, then work around that. There's no need to do anything crazy. They already have that one win under their belt. They get one more, they potentially, you know, avoid their rivals over in Australia, or even any of the other, you know, great teams we have coming from Group B. Looks like we're back live with the game. And Johnny P, the only one with a real gun, the MP7, does have that head armor left over from last round. And actually, we'll be going for a 3-man stack towards B, so they're starting to maybe invest into something on this. And
Immunity doing the right thing. They're not trying anything special, just taking it slow, trying to get the opening frag, gather as much information as they can. Smoke comes out from Johnny P. James not going to be checking the back. And he's still alive! How is he still alive at all? Dark Lord!
Oh, and Ricky there to get the follow-up kill as Toucan charged straight out, trying to pick up the kill because he has 13 health. And they will pick up the first 2 frags. Now the push is coming in towards that A side as well, trying to split things up. Again, not committing too much to one site.
As it's going to be Ricky picking up the frag. Johnny P falls as well. This should be another easy round here for Immunity. I'm very surprised that Dark Lord missing his shots. What was he doing there? It's going to be Zach. He gets one. Could get a second kill. Yes, he does. And there's going to be double kill. And the bomb has been spotted out as well. But Estilo is going to get the refrag. As it's going to be CLB all alone inside the site. And he is going to get caught by Estilo from a Graveyard. 3-0 Immunity as it's going to be the buy round coming in for Skyred.
All right, so going into our first gun round. We're not going to see the op coming out of Skyred. We see them just sitting on the pistols. And Immunity, are they going to be invested into it? Now Sniper is just going to be sitting on the MP7, so he's not really going to invest too much into this round.
Which is kind of surprising. As we do have the A play. Well, 3 men pushed up into A, while we have just a couple of guys. Actually, 3 guys from Skyred all stacked near pit and in quads. No, they're leaving Arch completely open. And that could be a little risky move here if Immunity try to go for an A play.
Go to a clear shot after the round.
To an Arch play. Meanwhile, that Immunity once again taking it slow. They know it's Skyred's buy round, and Skyred, they're smart buy from them, if you ask me. 4 guys with just body armor, just a Kevlar, no helmets on either one of them, on any one of them, except for Zach, and they have 3 smokes to play with. But for Sniper, that could be what all he's looking for. Oh, and well.
All right, well. Fortunately, luckily for us, we do have your screen available, so you can continue to cast.
I'm just going to be doing the radio cast here for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we have an error coming up from streaming PC, but it looks like Immunity are going to be heading over to the A side here, where they have found the first kill. It's going to be Imagine Estilo opening things up. Dark Lord not able to land a single shot here. 3v5 scenario as yep, they're just going to save this, as Immunity are going to get complete control of the A side, not losing a single man as well as Skyred. Toucan, Johnny P, and Dark Lord, they're still alive, but they realize that that site, retaking that site is something they really don't want to go for. As it's going to be 4-0 to Immunity. And I do apologize for the game kind of dropping out as we're trying to get back into this. But 4-0 for Skyred, for Immunity, I'm sorry, as they're going for the hunt here, trying to take down the saving Skyred members, but they should be able to survive here, as Dark Lord's going to fall, however. And will they be able to hold on to their guns? Toucan, last man left alive. He's going to be able to... Nope, he's going to fall as well, as Immunity are just going to steamroll Skyred there. They lost a round and they lost every single gun that they bought. And that's going to force the Vietnamese team to go for another eco here. We do have a couple of P250s. And... yep, a couple of P250. It's easy on Toucan, but no other investment whatsoever. As Immunity, they're feeling it at the moment. They have quite a lot of money on Ricky, but the rest of them, they did lose quite a few members earlier on. And losing a couple of rounds could turn things back in Skyred's favor, as Toucan is going to become peeking out here, trying to catch out a frag, but Immunity not taking any chances whatsoever, taking it slow. And Imagine Peeks out, and it's going to be Tukon who falls, as it's going to be Imagine duking it out there with Zach, but Zach is going to get the frag as Johnny P and Dark Lord. Oh, Sealby picks up the frag as well. The Steeler falls, and Johnny P has got a hold fort here. It's going to be Dark Lord not able to get the frag as Ricky, but Johnny P drops Ricky, and is duking it out there with James both reloading at the same time, and Johnny P somehow stays alive, finally going to fall to James, and that's going to be a 2v2 scenario here, as CLB going to go for the retake alongside his teammate. CLB's got his hands on the AK, picked up a double kill already. Bomb's going to go down. They got no kits, however, just a smoke on CLB. He's going to come charging in. Zach is going to get his head ripped clean off, and Sniper finishes things off with a double kill. And that is going to be 5-0 for Immunity. They did lose quite a few members, but they should be pretty comfortable with the way things are shaping up for them on the T side here. And we have an op out as well for Ricky, and for Johnny P as well, as the camera switching over here as we meanwhile try to connect back to the game. And James, Ricky, boosting on top of the haystack, trying to find a Johnny P. But Johnny P is going to play the safe. There's going to be Banana is going to open things up by taking that Ostilo, and Ricky trying to find Johnny P. Just waiting for the smoke to dissipate, as it looks like things have been fixed, and we should be jumping straight back into the game here, ladies and gentlemen. So Johnny P opening things up with a great opening frag as the Ostilo falls, but 5-0 to Team Immunity, and they should be feeling very, very comfortable at the moment.
All right, so I'm back now. I'm here. We can do this. Just quickly look at the scoreboard, since we did miss out on a couple of rounds there. We have Rick at 7-2, 6-4 Ostilo, who's already been taken down in this round. Looks like going to push straight towards me. Tukon's already waiting. Look at the challenge. He does get the first, trying to back away, gets the second as well. Great job by him, and he's going to be able to escape with his life, most importantly. And Immunity, they might lose their first round. Sniper's already burning away, looking to charge straight through. Look for the first man on first box, and he will get the kill onto him. Now back towards new box. Dark Lord is just buying time. They're trying to get the plant in. Can Ricky cover him? They don't know exactly where he is, and he will fall. The bomb won't get planted, and now Ricky up against the man at new box. He can't get the kill, and he will fall, and Skyred finally pick up their first round.
And that was a very important double kill coming in from Dark Lord earlier. I think that was Tukon who picked up the double kill, if I'm not mistaken, and Banana. And Dark Lord finishing things off with a great double kill. And 5-1 is Skyred. Pick up their first round here. But they're still in a very, very precarious position at the moment. Johnny P with the op, not going to go aggressive. And for Immunity, they get all the money in the world to buy up whatever they want. They're going a little aggressive here in Banana. The Molotov going to stop Sniper in his tracks, however. As he's going to wait Dark Lord once again, waiting in the same position. Perfect flashbang, but Sniper manages to make take himself back to safety, as Dark Lord's going to fall back, going to smoke a Banana, and it looks like Immunity are gearing up for this B player. We have all 5 members. They're setting up for the smokes. They do have 3 Molotovs as well, and the smoke coming out from the seat is going to stall them for a few more seconds. They still have a lot of time to play with Immunity.
They have to go through the smoke, though. There's no way they're going to commit this much time waiting, but they're going to finally go through it. Imagine leading the charge straight towards CT. They get 2 kills with the burning. Dark Lord is going to a barbecue. They have 2 men still alive in sight. Tukon picks up one as well. Dark Lord looking for the plan. He gets the kill on a James. The bomb is now not going to go down, and Imagine is finding himself in a 1-on-5 situation with 45 seconds left on the clock and with no bomb in his sights.
And this was an absolute disaster. Like you said, they had to go for the push. They went through it, and Dark Lord's flames just completely annihilating that push. And Immunity, well, Imagine's going to come up with something truly spectacular if he's going to clutch this round. And he's not going to be able to do anything, as Johnny P finishes things off. 2-5 to Skyred, to Immunity.
So this is where it gets dangerous. Skyred, they're picking up momentum, and most importantly, they're getting full buys every round with all the utility they could possibly want. The question now comes: do they want to smoke down the bottom of Banana and get full control of that? Immunity have been committing so much time towards that direction that it could be definitely something they look at. And
looking at Immunity, they are feeling it at the moment. Just got to force it up. Tech 9 Armors got 4 smokes as well to play with, and looks like they're going to be going for this A play here, where they do have Johnny P, Zach, and CLB. They got 2 men in quads, 1 in balcony. And here you go, the push coming out. It's going to be Zach opening things up with a quick double kill. He's going to spot a third man on a Sniper. Rip Zach's head off, but Johnny P replies that with a frag of his own. CLB picks up 1. The last man left alive, James. And he's
trying to get through the door. He's having a tough time there. He will have the bomb. He will fall back. Still has the head armor and the Tech 9. But again, against 4 people, this is going to be looking a little bit too tough. And they almost certainly know exactly where it is. They're closing on many different angles. Just looking to play this one safe. Skyred looking to close on their 3rd round of the half.
And for Immunity, well, they should go for an eco now. They have no money whatsoever left to play with, and if Skyred played that right, it could be them taking it to round number 4 against Immunity's 5. Johnny P misses a shot though, but he spots out James. It's going to be Dark Lord instead getting the final frag as Skyred get a 3rd round here, and Immunity should be going for a full eco here.
So much money on the side of Skyred too. Been able to win those last 3 rounds consecutively without losing too many men on top of that. Immunity, like you're saying, full stage. Come by a couple of pistols, try to work off of that. But they are really struggling, and this is what we saw happening against the Mongols as well. They didn't have a strong start against them, but the difference was they're able to adapt when they needed to and change things up. And now Johnny P gonna be peeking towards Banana, gonna be looking for the charge straight into, misses that first shot. And look at that, Immunity picking up 2 quick kills. They stop the push, and now they're charging straight into that side. Johnny all alone trying to hold.
Misses his shot, however, Johnny P, he cannot afford to miss his shots anymore. 4 shots being missed by Johnny P, and that is definitely not going to help Skyred. Scores on Ricky, gets a shot on Zach, as it's going to be CLB all alone, spraying for all it's worth, and he really can't do much here. And that round was Skyred's to lose, and Ricky gets another shot through the smoke, if I'm not mistaken there, as its Immunity win a very, very unlikely round. No armor, nothing, just P250s and 1 smoke, and he managed to pull it off.
James and Estila opening up that site. A fantastic job by them. Skyred stacked 3 men there, but when they die instantly, they had the guns, and not to mention Johnny P nerves. We got a question. He missed 3 easy shots for him that he shouldn't have missed. That would have slowed them down quite a bit. And he lost the op. Ricky got 2 kills with it as well. So great job. You need to pull things back. That's got to give him a lot of momentum, a lot of morale on their team.
And the thing is, with Johnny P, like we saw the same thing into my revenge the first few rounds. The first time I picked up the op, he whipped a lot of easy shots. And later on, he did manage to, redeem himself later on. But against Immunity, you got to ask yourself, are you going to be regretting missing those shots? But right now, they do have the buy in place. Johnny P this time. Over in the A side, they do have him holding Arch this time around. I've been noticing how Skyred tend to have 2 men in quads and 1 man in balcony, leaving Arch side completely open. I don't know if that's something which is highly advisable. Immunity haven't been able to figure that out yet, though, as they look like they're going to be gearing up for this A-side play.
Yeah, they do have the utility to pull this off. Quite a few Molotovs as well. Not to mention, imagine just tucked in, going to push through. Now here we go. Smokes, flashes, everything coming in. They're going to look to charge straight into its corner. Johnny P is waiting. James going to turn the corner, but Johnny P picks up the kill. Maybe look for the second, but Ustila will shut him down. And now they're going to slow down a little bit more on the push over towards A.
I think Ustila got tagged there. I think he got legged to 14 points of health by Johnny P. CLB is going to finish things off onto Ustila. 3v4. CLB is going to miss the shot as Imagine. Live flying headshot on the CLB there. Didn't take much damage either. And Zach is going to get found out by Sniper. And this is looking quite dire here for Skyred. Toucan and Dark Lord. They have to go for the retake here. And Toucan, they're both sticking together. Going to push in through mid. Yeah, and they're going to save it.
I was going to say, if they didn't rotate when they knew the bomb was there, there's no reason they're actually going to go for this retake and just try to save it. Still trying to maintain their guns. Looks like they should be able to, especially since Immunity's been struggling on their last few rounds. They need to save up their economy and bolster that quite a bit. Either way, Skyred, they just got completely overrun towards A. That little bit of a switch up, that aggression of Immunity caught them off guard.
Indeed, and I think the man in pit was CLB, completely missing... I think it was Imagine in
the air. Yeah, you can't really afford to miss those shots. Like, when they're in the air, coming straight at you, you should be able to lock those down. And it could have been a different round. It could have been Skyred's 4th.
It should definitely have been Skyred's round, but there we go. Immunity punishing the Vietnamese team for those small little mistakes. And like I said, you really can't afford to make those mistakes, especially in a match like this, where the winner will not, most probably, have to face Renegades.
Yeah, they'll be up against the 2nd seed from Group B, which will be the elimination match that happens tomorrow.
And
they're going for the boost yet again over towards short, trying to lock down this area. Ustila might run straight into this Dark Lord. If he can pick up this first shot, it'd be fantastic. Ricky picks up his teammate under him, and he does finally get one onto Ustila, but he's forced back.
And Dark Lord running back into the side, making sure he doesn't get overwhelmed. He does have CLB to back him up as well inside of pit. But it looks like James making a lot of noise over in Banana, but the C4 still dropped there near T-slope. As Johnny P gonna peek out, perfect flashbang from his teammate, is gonna spring, not able to get the final frag, peeks out, and Ricky is gonna take on Johnny P there, as he's gonna equalize things. 3v3. C4 getting picked up now by Ricky.
Yeah, the classic get right Freiburg's flashbang to pop him out, and you can't afford to miss those shots. I hate to keep harping on him, but you need to lock those down.
And making the way, they haven't decided yet. It looks like they're gonna be making their way over to quads, where they have it's going to be CLB. He cannot afford to let them into the side here. They have a man that's Ricky, making his way over from Archway as well, trying to go for the pincer here. And here we go, the play comes in, Nate comes a little bit early. Oh, it's going to be Ricky, misses the shot, and it's going to be Dark Lord finding him as CLB He's going to go for the spray through the smoke. Finds Sniper. Last man left alive. That's going to be Imagine. And CLB. Double kill through the smoke. And that's going to be round number 4 here for Skyred. But Immunity should be feeling very comfortable at the moment. 7 rounds on the T side.
Yeah, it's not a bad T side at all. And, you know, Ricky, they must have had a lot of confidence in him to pull off that solo push towards long with an op. Like, that's so risky to do, and he was completely caught out. And maybe if they sent over a rifle instead, it could have changed things up. But a great job by CLB to lock that down. But the real downside is Skyred have so many rounds that they still need to pick up in this half. They cannot afford to lose much more to Team Immunity.
Indeed, and Ricky opting to go for the AWP here. Something which you don't see that often on the T side on Inferno, especially players playing with the AWP. Maybe, perhaps if you're a Kenny S, or maybe a JW, yes, but not something you should see that often, if you ask me.
Well, they're trying to make it work, trying to get that boost over logs. Toucan with a nice shot, and a sniper does shut him down, but Imagine trying to cause a little bit of distraction over towards A.
And we do have a C4 slowly making its way over to the A side. It's going to get dropped at the bench here, as we do have Stilo and Imagine trying to find someone. They're a man down here, as they're going to come, not pushing in yet. Johnny B looking right behind his smoke, as James trying to find someone on. Flashbang comes out, but Skyred going to play this safe. They still have 45 seconds to play with Immunity. And looks like they still haven't committed to either side. Stilo going to get taken down by Dark Lord. As James waiting for the flames to dissipate as he's going to make his way to the B side.
Oh, Toucan does respawn yet again. A great job by him to pick up 2 kills already in this round. Maybe looking for that third. The bomb's making its way. The flames are burning. James cannot stand in these, and he will fall. It's all on Imagine now, saving the op with 23 seconds left on the clock. Just trying to survive to maintain this into the next round. Maybe looking for a couple cheeky kills once or twice.
I think that was Immunity playing a little weird there. Like, they didn't use any of the smokes or Molotovs they had. They're trying to gather as much information as they could, and just getting picked off one by one by one. No refrags coming in as well. But Skyred, 5th round here for them.
It's a great flash by Johnny P as well, because he hit someone on Immunity with it. So they knew obviously that there's going to be at least one man there. So they just held their guns. They stayed there even while the push was happening over towards A. And they completely locked down the round. The op going to be safe for Ricky, though, into our 13th. But 7-5. You know, Skyred, I think 8-7 is something they have to get on the CT side to have any chance on the T side.
Indeed, they should. And, well, it's all on to Ricky. They didn't manage to save the op. And let's see what he can do here. Does have the armor as well. Going for the peak. Not going to spot anyone as Skyred. Just going to fall back.
That's so much damage, though, because they don't have armor. Look at that.
That was a massive amount of damage from the double nades, and this could be a complete massacre unless Ricky is able to pull off some magic with the big green here. As, looking for the peak, but the smoke is going to come in from Toucan, and really kind of counter Immunity. You do got to remember they won that YOLO B push with the P250, so now that they do have a Tech 9 as well, a couple of P250s and that AWP on Ricky, as they're going to be gearing up for this B play here. Toucan, and I think that's Johnny P with their M-Force waiting for the push to come in.
They're counting on Ricky to hit a shot. Like, they need him to open this entire side up. They do have a Molotov to get rid of New Box, towards New Box or First Box. But I don't think they're going to be able to throw it off. The smoke's going to be fading in just a few seconds. 40 seconds left on the clock. They can potentially push in, and Skyred are not given the opportunity to let Ricky open up the side. Fire coming in again from the side of the CTs. First one coming in for Toucan.
And it's going to be Imagine getting the frag on the Toucan as Johnny P still alive inside the side, but he's going to fall. And I don't know why they didn't rotate a little bit more quicker. They still had 3 men inside of A.
One thing we're seeing, well, actually, I'll get into that after this round. What we're seeing out of Skyred, that's a little interesting. They do have the op in sight, though. Still able to hold on to that. It's going to tag along with him and see if he can pull off anything. So trying to push straight in towards construction. Don't have a lot of time left to work with Zach opening up onto Imagine. Sniper just trying to come around from the side. He does get caught out, but he's not able to pick up the kill, and he will fall. Now it's on Estilo in a 1-on-3. He does have the M4 picked up. Now he will get one, but that's it. Skyred closing it out, getting the 6th round. The one thing I wanted to mention is that Skyred on CT side are not pushing and getting aggressive to get any information.
And that is something very, very surprising. Like I said earlier, I think Skyred's worst enemy are themselves. Whenever I've seen them play against, let's say, the Chinese teams like Tyloo or Kiyu or NXL from Indonesia or any of the Asian teams, they tend to get control of the map on Inferno to CD side, and they're kind of playing a little scared here against Immunity, which is very surprising, and I think is going to hurt them quite a bit. I mean, they seem to be second-guessing themselves all the time, not rotating at all whatsoever, even though the C4 was spotted out quite early on. I do have a pause coming in, though, as...
Well, I wonder if it's nerves. You know, like you said, they're not really LAN tested. Like, they don't really typically get to go to LAN or play in front of a crowd that often, play against international teams, let alone. And we've already seen Johnny P really struggle with the shots. He's been missing, you know, quite a few. Even missed it earlier on against My Revenge on Cash. But they seem to get stronger as the game goes on. Just like Immunity were doing earlier on as well today on Mirage. Like, once they finally figure out how Immunity are playing, they seem to be able to step up. And if they can take these next 2 rounds, they can have a real shot when they swap over to that terrorist side.
Indeed, and the Asian teams, from what I've noticed of them playing, like especially Southeast Asian teams, they tend to be more stronger on the T side. Like so many games I've casted for the Southeast Asian leagues or even the East Asian qualifiers on Inferno. I remember the chat asking, Twitch chat asking, is this Inferno wasn't supposed to be CD sided? Because they're so very strong on the T side, which is something which you don't see that often. And Inferno, although traditionally they say it's CD-sided, it is still, in my opinion, anyone's game.
Well, it depends on the team, right?
Indeed.
Like, it can be CD-sided, you know, biased, but if a team's way stronger and they feel more confident on the terrorist side, then, you know, they'll really flourish. Like, one team I'm thinking of is Mouse Sports over in Germany. They were one of the first teams to play CT side Dust 2 back when it was terrorist-sided. And they played the harder side first. They got those rounds out of the way, and they did a phenomenal job with that. Then they go on to their easier side, where they don't have as many rounds to pick up. Like, when you play on your easy side first and you get smashed, it's like, well, how the hell are we going to do it on the more difficult side if we couldn't even do it on our easiest side? So we're just to see how they do pull things off. We saw Immunity is already a little bit weak when it comes to, you know, their CT side. They got caught off guard by the Mongols. They might do the same thing again against Skyred, but I think they also realize we're 1 game away from getting to the semifinals. Like, we're 1 game away from getting to potentially a major. That's huge for a team like this.
Indeed,
for any of the teams here.
Absolutely, and for Immunity, I mean, they've always lived in the shadow of Renegades, always falling short to their counterparts over from Australia. And for them, this is a wonderful opportunity to finally go to a major. But of course, Skyred will be feeling the same thing as well. They've been called the best in Asia, and this is their time to shine. This is the time to show that, you know what, you haven't seen us play that often, but here we are, this is what we can do. And this is the time to really, really step it up. But well, they're making a task tougher for themselves. So let's see what they're going to bring out. We do have a pause coming in. It looks like one of the players seem to have disconnected. And
I was their team speak, I believe.
Oh, all right.
But I think Immunity's ready, just waiting for the unpause to come through. And there we go. We're unpaused, going back into the game. Immunity leading 7-6 in our first half of Inferno. Remember, it's just a best of 1, and winner of this goes on to play against seed number 2 out of Group B. So a lot on the stake here for both these teams, and we're finally starting to see it looks like maybe that B control they were expecting, maybe get down towards the bomb banana. They do have 3 people there as well, so they sure as hell better be able to lock that down. Oh, but they're going to be pushing in. Immunity, the Molotovs raiding in. James is getting burned alive. He's going to find safety there inside of smoke, and Dark Lord is going to get picked off there. A little bit too aggressive, as it's going to be Ricky getting the opening frag, as Dark Lord is going to fall. But look at the health on Ricky. 1 point of health. He is internally hemorrhaging at the moment, and Johnny P is going to boost his teammate up. Oh, that's a great boost. The Toucan is going to take on Ricky, and Toucan getting burned alive from behind. 16 points of health, and Immunity arguing for this A play here. And Zach is going to spot the first man, but he's not going to be able to land any shots here. He's going to get taken down his Stealer, however. Going to peek. Oh, he's going to miss a shot though. James is going to take him down. 3v3 here. As it's going to be CFB. He's going to land his shots. He lands one, but imagine it's going to get a refrag almost immediately. Johnny P and Toucan. Johnny P, now's the time to shine, but he's going to miss a shot once more, and it's going to be all down to Toucan to come in. He's going to come racing in from mid. Johnny P spots a man there, misses the shot once more. He just needs to tag him. Gets James through the boxes. The bomb has been planted, however, and it's going to be Imagine getting the frag with Johnny P. Last man left alive, Toucan, 16 points of health, and he's going to fall to Imagine, as Immunity are going to win round number 8 here. Well, that started off really bad for Skyred, but it turned really well considering they're able to pick up quite a few kills on the entry into that A site. But Immunity picking up their 8th, and now 1 round away from having a 9-6 lead T side of Inferno. Everyone buying everything they possibly can, and Johnny P, I think he wants to get aggressive somewhere. I think he really wants to prove himself at this land. You saw him again at the interview. He was really nervous. He was nervous in the beginning of his first game, and he's still been carrying that with him in their second one of the day.
He's like, he needs to land his shots, and well, let's see what to do. If Immunity had lost the previous round, they would have been pretty broke, if you ask me. Oh, and James is just going to peek out and rip Dark Lord's head off. Take some damage, but they should be pretty happy with that early man advantage here for the Australians.
Yeah, with that kill alone, they have the man advantage, and they force Johnny P to rotate over towards V. So now it's a 2-2 split. They have the potential to easily open up on one of these sites. Toucan will get the kill on a sniper who got aggressive towards Banana. The rest of the team is looking over towards this ace side, and Zach, he could go huge for his team. He did phenomenal in their first game of the day up against My Revenge, but the rest of Immunity are pushing over towards Long, and Johnny, he's spotting the cross.
But the rotation almost coming in. Johnny P is not going to miss this time around. He finds a kilo, and he's going to get taken down by James. A great shot from James, and we do have James pushing into B. It's going to
so
be a
dangerous.
B play.
He's all by himself. If he gets taken down by Toucan, this will completely ruin their entire strat. But Toucan sitting towards Street, straight towards him. He gets the kill, but he will fall thereafter. The bomb hasn't spawned. They need to rotate over as quick as they can. The bomb will get planted.
Why hasn't CLB rotated is the question. Still waiting for the lurker. Bomb's still not down yet. Now it's going to go down, but Zach and CLB, they're very close by. 2v2 here. Ricky with the op. He's been landing some sick shots, but what can he do here? Peeks out, gets dinked a little bit, and it's gonna be Imagine waiting the corner. Zach jumping shot takes an Imagine, and Ricky in a 1v2. He's gonna miss a shot again, and it's just gonna be the game of whips here. The Molotov comes in. Oh, and Zach is gonna annihilate Ricky's face, and it's gonna be Skyred finally getting another round on board. 7-8 to Team Immunity as we move on to the more favored side here on Inferno.
Yeah, after they lost the first 5 rounds, able to pull 3 back, then losing the next 2, and then closing out with 4 out of the 5 at the end. Very close game, though, as Immunity with just a slight lead, but still, terrorist side of Inferno. 8-7, you look at that, oh, that's pretty even, but that's actually a huge lead for them. And it comes down to how well they can lock down this CT side. You know, you look at Johnny P, again, was struggling a little bit in this game. Are they going to rely on his op-T side? Because if they do, if he can't connect to shots, if he can't open up any of these sites, then they're going to struggle to really get any bomb plants, and not to mention any rounds. And
the scary thing is he's missing his shots, especially on the CT side, which is honestly easier for an AWPer to play from. And, well, let's see. He usually tends to go for the AK if he's not feeling it on the T side, but let's see what he's going to do. Ricky, though, he's feeling it. He's been hitting some crazy shots earlier. And Immunity, well, the pistol round is important for both the teams, but for Skyred especially, this is going to be a very, very important pistol round if they want to entertain any chances of taking down Immunity.
Oh, look at this. They're getting really aggressive in the middle of the Immunity, trying to lock down this area. They have 3 people here as they do push Imagine straight into a bomb. It's this spot, then out over towards Alt Mid. He's going to fall back immediately. And the jig is up. Ricky trying to push through over towards B. Spots out one man, gets the kill on a 2-con with a nice 1-click. And now they have so much control of this map that they're forcing Skyred to walk straight into them as Ricky's going back for the flank.
Ricky is just going to be a thorn in the side of Skyred because they know he's lurking somewhere, and they just got to keep watching.
So dangerous.
This is absolutely massive here. Skyred falling back, but Ricky, if he peeks at the right angle at the right time, he could get all the information he needs. Skyred walking, however. Oh, this could be really, really, really bad here, but Ricky's got to peek out. He's not going to get the frag, though. He's going to get quad-picked. Quad-peek by Skyred. 4 men peeking him at the same time. Unlucky there for Ricky.
Well, they do even things out at 4-piece, and they're going to look to push straight over towards this B-side. Sniper's already waiting. He's been having a relatively rough game so far, and he picks up the kill on a Dark Lord. Fantastic shot of him. He's able to back away, and the rotates there. Imagine's here to help him out, and it's all on Skyred. Can they pick up these kills? They need to get this bomb down. They don't have any utility to work with. They will get the smoke off to spot the cross, or to help with the cross, and now Sniper all alone in the back of sight will fall to Johnny P, but James able to respawn.
And it's going to be Johnny P gets a frag, but it's going to be James, James replying back, finding Johnny P. Saw CLB alone. He gets one, not able to get a second. And it's going to be the pistol round. Skyred needed that round, but it's going to be Immunity winning it. And let's see what Skyred going to do. They don't really have that much money. They might go for a full eco here. Or maybe not. Pistol
armor, if anything, just because you're not going to buy the next round anyways. Might as well just sit for that, that 4th round. They're up against a lot of SMGs. Lucky for them, 3 of them do have head armor to help mitigate that, but it's still going to be very rough out of them, and they haven't been able to pick up a pistol round in this game. That's like a guaranteed 3 rounds, potentially 6 now, that they're going to be down by.
Indeed, and Skyred, let's see what they're trying to do here. They do have a Dark Lord 2-con and Johnny P slowly working their way over to B, where Immunity have smoked off car, and they're playing this very, very safe. As Zach and CLB. Zach just trying to look near alt mid, not going to spot anyone out. And I like what Imagine are doing here. They know they have the advantage. Play it safe, don't lose anyone. Just let Skyred do what they have to do here. Looks like they're going to be gearing up for the B-side play, however, as all 5 members are working the way.
4 smokes, so I think they're trying to plant inside the smoke, kind of Fnatic style.
And get the plant in the smoke, but Ricky...
Just get the money.
Oh, the nade. Nope, not going to catch anyone out. I think they have an inkling that it is going to be the B play here. But Ricky slowly lurking near the smoke, and here we go. The play is going to be coming in. It's going to be the Fnatic smoke strat coming out here, trying to get the plant in the smoke. It's going to be CLB leading the way here. Ricky is going to get taken down, but James gets a refrag on a 2-con. And it's going to come charging out here. It's going to be, oh, Sniper picks him the frag as well. CLB replies back, however, 3v3 here. They still haven't got the bomb down. Johnny P is going to get spotted out. Oh, he's going to rip the head off Sniper, however, but it's so low in health. CLB finds Imagine. It's a stealer with his P90 in a 1v3. Very doable, however.
He doesn't have the kit, but he does have solo health on the enemy team. The P90 can do work if he can just spot out that first man. He'll be pushing straight over towards connector, looking for CLB. He's not able to connect the shots, unfortunately. He's just kiting him around, running circles, ring around the rows. He does spot out the two men, though. One towards Found, one towards Nubox. He gets the first on the Johnny P. Looking for that second. Actually, he's looking towards Dark, but there's no one there. He turns around, but he can't get the kill. And Zach picks up the last to get Skyred the eco.
And CLB picking up the triple kill there. Huge play coming out from CLB there. And Skyred, they win that forced pistol buy. And Immunity, though, they are going to push the advantage they have here. Pistol armor buy coming out. Scout on James. And let's see what he's going to be doing with that. He's going to be going for the mid play by the look of things. And Skyred once again slowing things down a little bit.
Dangerous though, look at that. They have a MAC 10, they have an MP7, a P90. They're hoping the enemy team doesn't have any head armor. As we can see, Immunity have 4 people with it. James, not able to connect that shot, but Skyred, they gotta be careful. We look at how Immunity played out these rounds. They played very slow, very passive, try to get a couple of picks, hope the enemy team would push. And Skyred get a little bit too aggressive. They can be unfortunately losing this
nice
advantage that they got.
As Dark Lord, he has a man right behind him to back him up as well. There's Johnny P. And the smoke coming in. Bit too deep, however, but Dark Lord's not going to peek out. Smart move from him as he's going to fall back into mid, where
rallying off right over his head.
Estilo there, dancing with death as Tugon spots the man out. It's going to be James with the scout. If Tugon's not careful, he could get his head ripped off. And the smoke is going to come in, however, and they're going to be going for the save play here, but they haven't checked Boiler yet.
He ran right by him.
Oh, finally gets a frag. James finds Tugon as well, and is this going to be a round? It's going to be such a disaster. Imagine find Johnny P as well. This is just falling apart here from the Vietnamese team. As Zach is going to spot out a man, however, and CLB is going to find another frag as well. 2v2, but so low, and Zach is going to fall, and it's going to be the round going away for Immunity. That is a round Skyred could definitely not afford to lose.
That was a round they should have won, but a great job Immunity with the buy-up, forcing it in, keeping the pressure on Skyred, and picking up that round 10-8. A good start now for Immunity. Skyred. Are they going to go for the return buy-up? And they're going to do it. The AKs, the Tech 9s, the armor bought up across the board. And they're going to be going for the challenge at Immunity. They have, what, 3 FAMASas, so it's not like they have the best gear in the world to really stop this. But we're not going to see Skyred be aggressive. We're not going to be fast about this. Play passive, and look at that. Immunity charging straight down middle. Estilo picking up the first on the Johnny P.
And that's going to be such a cheeky play coming out from the Australians. They're going to fall back as well. And that's a great peek. They just took some down. Estilo down to 45 points of health. But that's okay. He did manage to get the frag onto Johnny P early on. And that's the man advantage very early on for Immunity. And Ricky has pushed it pretty deep into Banana as well. And that's a lot of information being gained for Immunity. As it looks like they're going to go for this arch play. But looking at the resources they have, they do have 3 smokes. They're slowly walking up archway where...
Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Are they going to check
Estilo? They need to check this
it.
one. Oh, perfect speed from Estilo. Gets one. He's got to wait for Stinger to come out. Oh, it's got to be Dark Lord finds one. Actually, Zach replies back as well. It's now a 2v3 here. As Zach with an AK-47, the only man who bought up an AK, is going to put it to work here. And CLB hasn't picked up a gun yet. Still has a Tech 9 to play with. As Zach slowly working his way.
They've got the time to go B if they want to just run around. Oh, man, Library. Sniper, he gets the tag onto it, but not the frag just yet. But he knows exactly where they're going to be. And James and Pit does get taken down. There we go. Sniper to close out the round. 11-8.
11-8 for Immunity. And Skyred, well, they have to eco now. They really need to kind of build at least a little bit of economy. Try to go for a better play instead of trying for these risky half buys. And Immunity, they should be feeling very, very comfortable here.
I like how they're actually going for the deep smokes towards the bomb Banana. You cut off at least half the map for the terrorist side. You force it to go straight into. He's going to charge straight down with the MC9. They have no head armor to stop this. He can tear through the entire enemy team. They're not even looking at him. Johnny P. He's going to go down. He will finally fall. Is James going to pick up a second? That's so much money in his pocket. And now Zach, the last man alive, is actually pushed up towards Haystack. I don't think they know he's here. He could make something happen, but in a 1-on-4,
and well,
it'd be a little bit difficult.
Well, looking at the money for Immunity, it's still not that comfortable yet. They did lose quite a few members. And yep, Skyred not able to do barely any damage. Very cheeky push and great read from Immunity on a Skyred there.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
the no respect play, the unhalted aggression can really catch you off. And they did this, what, 2 rounds in a row now? And we're able to catch them out and pick up a relatively easy round. It's 12-8, so they're 4 rounds ahead. Again, going for that smoke on the bottom of Banana. And they're going for the 3-man stack to make sure they have this control. And then they'll back away, head back towards A, and maintain it. But they're pushed straight through it. Look at this. Molotov's coming in. Darker leading the charge. He doesn't get blinded up. James going to be taken down. He's looking for that second first card. He can't connect on a sniper, and the Molotov is burning down Tugon.
And it's going to be Sniper, picks up the double, and James with the molly finds another frag as well. That's going to be, again, and very early. It's like in the first 10 or 20 seconds of the map, or of every round, Immunity just seemed to get the man advantage very, very early on, every single time.
Skyred to counter that, they have to rush up towards A, but how many rounds have they rushed A?
Never.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they get that full control banana where they've been quite a few times. They lock that down completely, then they rotate man back when they need to. And imagine you get a peek out, get the shot onto Zach. That's gotta hurt. And now CLB all alone in a 1-on-4. He does have the bomb, luckily. And they don't exactly know where he is, but they can assume. And they do finally spot him out.
There's got to be Imagine finishing things off there. A double kill coming in from the man as Immunity are just marching on here. 3 rounds away for them to make it to the first semifinals here.
And credit to James and Sniper. They were bottom fragging for their team 5-7 at the end of the first half, and now they're at 13-12, doing a fantastic job of really stepping on the CT side when they need it.
Indeed, and even for Skyred, if you look at the frags here, I mean, of course, you really can't judge how teams play based on the frags, but everyone's doing the job. They're pretty close to each other.
Oh, the nade, he flushed it back, he just turns to himself and his team. Sniper picks up a triple with the grenade. A fantastic throw out of him, and Immunity closed out that round just as quickly as it started.
That was absolutely, just absolute complete annihilation in Banana as Immunity. It's 2 more rounds away in Skyred. This is it. This is make or break for the Vietnamese team. As Johnny P with the AWP. First time we're seeing with the AWP on the T side here. And let's see if we can pull off some magic. It is still possible for the team from Vietnam, but it's looking tougher and tougher here for Skyred.
Especially when Immunity seem to have a perfect read on them every time. They're getting very aggressive towards Banana yet again with 3 people just to maintain this control. They figured out exactly what to do against Skyred, and now Skyred need to be the team to adapt. They need to change up their style. They're just looking for the opportunity to pick up someone, and even Imagine on towards the top of middle. It'll just lock them down. Look how much control this map they have. They have absolutely nothing to work with.
Absolutely nothing at all. And like you said earlier, I think you spoke to James when he said, you know, we're more of an adaptive sort of team. We like feel out the opposition and then make our play, and they have read Skyred so beautifully. As, like I said, they have complete banana control. Skyred have nowhere to push in. They don't know what to do at the moment. 50 seconds remaining. Still have some time. The Molotov comes in again, and Skyred, they're just getting herded like sheep into the slaughter. They do have
They want this control, though. They want it back, and James is going to be rushed directly by the enemy. He crossed that door, but he won't be able to pick up the kill, and now they're able to rush straight in towards B. Look at this. They're all rotating. They don't have the bomb just yet, but Asilo all by himself with the flashbang perfectly well thrown, blinds himself. A little bit of tuck away in sight as the rest of the team rotating in. This is going to be so difficult for the side of Skyred to penetrate.
And they could go for the rotation here. Oh, everyone's rotating. They could have gone for a fake if you ask me this, you know, but not much time remaining. It's going to be Imagine getting the first frag. Steeler gets one as well. Imagine picks up a double kill, sprays them all down. Steeler finds one, and it's going to be a complete slaughter to B side as Immunity are now on map point 15-8. And this is looking very, very dire here for the team from Skyred. And woohoo.
Who's logging my account, you know?
I have no idea.
Giving away that password.
And maybe you can have the camera coming over to my screen over here. As I really do apologize for it, ladies and gentlemen, but 15-8 is a score as Immunity will be looking to close things out here. And Skyred, they're going for this the final buy. They do have 3 smokes to play with, a Molotov and 5 AKs. And they're going to get the opening frag. It's going to be a Steeler falling down, but Ricky replies back with a frag of his own. Dual ops for the Australians. As Skyred, they barely have any map control whatsoever. Johnny P looking bottom banana. He's been smoked off as well. And right now, it's a 4v4. Could still go either way. And look at where James is pushed up. All alone with his AWP. And Skyred, like I said earlier, they're
looking to push up towards middle. They're kind of being funneled in this position, and there's 3 men their way, and this is going to be so difficult for them to actually penetrate yet again. But they're going to go for it, and I don't think they're going to pull it off.
And it's going to be 1-1 man there. It's going to be Zach getting the frag on Ricky, but James replies back with the frag on the Dark Lord. Skyred have control of CD spawn here, but the bomb has been dropped at the bottom of Banana. This is absolutely disastrous for Skyred. James peeks out, finds Johnny P as well. Last 2 men left alive. CLB finds one, but it's going to be Zach all alone. 1v2, and he's got James waiting for him to make the move. The bomb is dropped as well, and this looks like, oh, James misses the shot though, and it's going to be Zach all alone. The Molotov comes in as well, 20 seconds remaining on the clock, and this looks like it is the end here, as Immunity should be taking this. Zach walking through the flames. He needs to go for this, finds a headshot
He doesn't have time to plant the bomb, though. He's got to pick up the kill, and imagine as long as he stays alive, there's nothing they can do. Immunity are going to pick up the victory, are going to advance to the semifinals being played tomorrow, and we'll be up against the second seed out of Group B.
16-8 the final scoreline, and in the end, it turned out to be pretty